McGuire,
Yes, you may.
you were asked to render an opinion on the conversational strategies used by law enforcement following best practices.
That is correct.
You were asked to do so by the counsel of Avery Bancroft.
That is correct, or initially.
And you were paid $10,000 by their counsel to come to do your analysis.
That is correct, after which they informed me that they would no longer be needing my services and that the defendants would not inquire me to testify.
I now talk to you about that analysis, starting with your conversation on March 31st. You said that Keenan's questioning that day followed best practices,
That is correct.
but you cannot say whether this questioning was made with the intention of entrapping Bancroft, can you?
The fact that he asked these questions in the best actions of the law enforcement agencies indicates that it was not made to entrap him at all.
So, that was a yes to my question.
That they were not used to for the entrapment of Avery Bancroft.
So to be clear, you cannot say whether this questioning was made with the intention of entrapping Bancroft, can you? Yes or no?
The formation, or the questions themselves were asked in a way that would not induce entrapment. So the way the questions were asked make it impossible, or they make it more probable than not that it was not entrapment.
Your Honor, I simply asked that this witness give me a yes or no answer to my question.
Control your witness then.
So, no, you cannot say whether this question was made with the intention of entrapping Bancroft, can you?
I cannot.
You talked about how Keenan and Hyde limited their use of conversational strategies shown by research to induce criminal content in unwilling targets.
Yes, I did.
But once again, you cannot say whether this questioning was made with the intention of entrapping Bancroft.
The fact that they did limit their use of these strategies in their conversation, they kept them to the absolute bare minimum, indicates that they were not intending to entrap Bancroft at all, but were in fact asking questions which every undercover investigator should be asking in order to get a person to show their true colors. They gave them the option. They presented the ability to commit the crime. They did not convince him or coerce him to do so.
Back to my question, that's a no, that there was no entrapment that occurred.
That is correct.
And in fact, you can't even say whether any entrapment occurred at all, can you?
I am not a lawyer. Again, entrapment is a legal term. All I was hired to do was to perform an analysis whether or not they made the best practices as taught to our undercover
Mr. Warren, can you
investigators.
please answer counsel's question?
Yes, Your Honor. Could you repeat the question, please?
Yes, I can. In fact, you can't even say with a reasonable certainty that any entrapment occurred, can you?
I cannot.
No further questions.